Hello and welcome everybody to the triumphant return of 1v1 Me, hosted by Kangas, produced by Coco the Dragon. That's right, we are back, and I know there's about a dozen of you out there right now that are really excited to see us return, but for everybody else, let's gas you up to speed. This is a weekly show where I challenge a guest in a grueling arena that is a 1v1. In my opinion, there's no better way to challenge and test your mechanical skill than by beating an opponent in that 1v1 fashion. So each week, partnered with Cup, I'll be testing the skill of amateur, collegiate, and developing players that have aspirations of Academy, LCS, and beyond. But first, they got to get through me. I am honored to introduce my first guest. His accolades include a second-place finish in the Midwest Esports Festival Des Moines 2019 and a second-place finish in the Midwest Esports Conference regular season 2020. He took first place in the division going into the Risen Championship League playoffs and finished second in his group for the Challenger Uprising. He's going to be up against Gerb Nation this next week in the first round of Cup playoffs, casted by yours truly, and Coco the Dragon will be there as well. He's played on 3 different collegiate teams and has also been participating in the amateur scene since 2019. He's a jungler, turned top laner, turned AD carry. Gabriel Lobozz Eckenroth. Lobozz, thanks so much for being on the show. How you doing tonight?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on. I noticed you got a fresh haircut. Your quarantine looks like it's doing you good.
Did. Yeah, I hadn't gotten a haircut for like, I think 6 months.
That is a long time. Yeah. I went into this quarantine bald, and now this is what I have to show for it. So you're already doing better than me, man. I'm honestly impressed that you have the confidence, you have the gall to accept my challenge. You're the first player to accept it so far, and I got to say, I'm not going to go easy on you. So you got to put your skills to the test. The rules of the game, we've set our line of scrimmage. Neither of us can cross over this line, and we can only level Q. We got to take each other down. Coco, can you count us in to start this off, as I will prepare my next question, because otherwise there's no way that I'm winning this one. Okay, so Lobozz. First hit. I'm a big proponent of, League of Legends players are real gamers. There's a stigma in the gaming industry that elitism from League players. So just to prove that you are also a true gamer, talk to me about your gaming history. What got you into gaming to begin with?
Sure. I first started getting into gaming from my older brother, who used to sit around playing Guitar Hero for 5 or 6 hours a day, because we come back from school, come back from soccer practice, we have nothing to do, right? So he got me into Guitar Hero pretty heavily, and after that, I think him and I got into Call of Duty Zombies pretty heavily.
Okay. Wait, what console did you play on? Was it were you like an Xbox guy or PS?
Okay. Not PlayStation. That thing blows.
Oh.
Kind of like.
All right, that's one. It's a best of 5. It's a best of 5, man. Don't get cocky, okay? All right, so history coming from Xbox, I respect that, man. I was a big COD guy growing up too, but a lot of people are more interested in hearing about your League of Legends and collegiate career. So talk to me a little bit more about what the scouting process looked like coming from College of Columbia, as Coco counts us in again for round number 2. I'm taking you down this time, man. Okay.
All right, so let's see. First, getting into collegiate for Columbia College, it was weird scouting, because I thought it was a joke, and I was getting pranked because I had never heard about RMU or any of the other schools that had scholarship programs. So
this was back in 2016, right?
Yeah, that was back when, I think that was Columbia's first year, I believe, and I honestly thought I was just being played or something like that, and then eventually when I found out it was real and was able to show my parents, they were okay, I guess do this, because they didn't believe me at first, right?
Yeah.
What parent is gonna be like, oh yeah, my son's gonna go play League of Legends for nearly 4
months? What was that damage?
That was Scorch.
So you were surprised by it. So what was the process like? How did they reach out to you to begin with?
They just reached out through the solo queue ladder, I believe.
Oh. So just through the league client, no email, no text.
Yeah. That was back when Diamond 1 was pretty significant, right? Where it was I think Diamond 1 was top 0.01% of players. So it was pretty easy to just add people from that elo. I think I was low masters at the time, where they added me and they were just hey, well, I'm pretty sure the coach was just hey, are you looking to go to college? And I was well, yeah, I'm a senior in high school. He's hey, would you like to try out for this team? And I was
why not? Yeah.
Why not, I guess. He was we offer scholarships. And I started looking into it, and I saw that they were actually offering a scholarship. So I was okay, cool. I guess I'll try this out.
We talked about LCS, you think that there's a good future there. What about amateur? What do you see, the next 1 year to 5 years looking like for the amateur scene? Or outside of that, what do you want it to look like?
I think for the next year, it's just more or less going to be like this year, but more partnership leagues coming in, I imagine. And
Okay.
I would hope that more like leagues are able to develop, and there's a lot more partnerships with Riot and these leagues, so that they can like furthermore develop the scene. I think like come 5 or 6 years, hopefully down the line when things are more established, I'm hoping to see like more things like 100 Thieves next, right?
Mhm.
Like all these professional orgs gathering tier 3 teams and things like that. Because I think super far down the line, there's a potential for LCS expansions. Like I know that's been something that's been talked about for like years to come. So like
Yeah.
if like some of the orgs could develop through amateur and like build themselves up that way and like be a notable like org and something like that, then they could probably compete for those type of spots, given if they like
Mhm.
have partnerships to back them up and sponsors and all that stuff that you need like money wise to actually make a team and like make an org in the LCS. But I think in the next 5 or 6 years, I would hope to see like more teams like 100 Thieves next start popping up here and there.
Some insightful questions. I've enjoyed getting to know you. Now comes the rapid fire segment. So the only rules of the hardcore 1v1, this will be a best of 5.
Okay.
Once we hit match point, it is loser's pick, mirror match.
Okay.
So keep that in mind, and you have to take Flash Noble. Outside of that,
Flash Snowball.
you can only win with a kill. Also, you cannot win with turret or minion takes. But we're not hiding under turrets here, okay? Like
Of course, of course.
that's not a valid way to play League of Legends. So now I got give me the definitive answer. Who's better, amateur or collegiate?
Amateur.
Amateur. When
Yeah.
do you think that switch happened? Because for a while, a lot of people considered collegiate to be superior.
Yeah. I would think this last year, right? Like I don't know, because like in collegiate, the big dog is Maryville, right? And like
Mhm.
it's really hard for teams to compete with Maryville, and then Maryville puts the same roster. If not, I would argue a better version of the roster from collegiate
Mhm.
into amateur, and like they're losing to other teams, right? And like the games are close. So,
Oh, whoa! You were so ready.
oh,
Haha! I did not win that trade. Okay. Next up, which Twitter analyst would win in a fist fight? Wolverine or Returned?
ooh, I have to go with Wolverine on that one.
Wolverine in a fist fight? You're
Yeah.
disrespecting my boy. Who would win in a draft though?
Ooh. See, I don't know them well enough to know that,
Okay.
but honestly, I like the name Wolverine more, so I'm gonna go with Wolverine.
Just by the name alone, I don't like this. You get away from me. Oh, never mind. I'm going in. No. Okay, that was absolutely terrible.
Bad match.
Yeah, bad matchup. Bad matchup. We're gonna go next. I was distracted asking questions. This isn't fair. Who's the best in your role in amateur?
In my role,
In your role,
definitely Yoon.
you.
100 Thieves. Yeah, 100 Thieves AD.
Okay, cool. Do you think he's got a chance of making academy anytime soon?
Definitely. I
Sweet.
hear he's like, I'm pretty sure he's like 18, right? So,
Next up, what's the best video game ever made, hands down?
I I don't say League of Legends, right?
I mean, if you want to.
Not.
No. Okay.
I don't know, like objectively, like on paper, I think League of Legends is so well done. I don't want to say League of Legends because of the community we deal with every day in solo queue. It just makes me hate the game.
Because you know how much flame you're gonna get in Twitch chat right now if you say League of Legends is the
Yeah,
best game.
no, I'm
Ever
definitely not
played.
gonna say League. I'm gonna get flamed even harder. I think Hearthstone was my favorite game for the most part, honestly.
Hearthstone is your favorite
Yeah.
game? Well, I guess that's my time to go in. Oh, sweet. Get over here, motherfucker. Oh, oh.
Baited.
My Q was up in like 0.2 seconds. Bot lane is the hardest to play against in Scouting Ground Circuit.
Hmm. I don't know actually. Like I would say 100 Thieves, but I think auto transitioning definitely gives like the support role a little bit of a tip. Like I think when
Yeah.
Dean is up against auto, there's a little bit of a tip in like general skill level and support just because he's transitioning.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think
It's a tough question. I mean, there's a
really
lot of strong bot lanes in this Scouting Ground
I
circuit.
think
That's something
Radiance
that always
is-
surprises
I
me.
think Radiance's bot lane is
I
pretty
gotta
good.
pick the mirror matchup. Okay, we're playing Bard. We have to play Bard. If I lose a 1v1 with Bard, then I'm just gonna uninstall League. The show's over. I'm not even interested in playing it anymore. I'm calling
Like,
BS
no
on that.
memes,
But
no
all
memes.
right.
He's actually so chill.
Quas is the nicest guy you've met. Well, why isn't he your favorite teammate then?
Ah, that is true. I changed my answer.
I got you. Okay, what's the next one? How does it feel peaking rank 9 on the NA ladder and still losing the 1v1 challenge to me? Well, okay, you know what? This is kind of a poorly worded question. Coco, you gotta fact check these ahead of time before we just throw these in there. Yeah. How you like that? Okay,
It's
well,
unfair.
I
Okay,
might be
good
losing that.
thing I prepped these.
This is a future question. We'll come back to it. I'll ask this one at the end of the game.
Okay.
So what's worse, having an Inting support or an Inting jungler? Wait, why are you like full health? What happened?
I got my HP,
you
man.
waited.
Don't you play the champion?
I do.
Don't you know you should stack W's behind you, and so you just randomly full HP after you take a bad trade?
Kind of wasn't thinking about that to begin with, but honestly,
my support, whenever he plays Bard, just starts W level 1 and gives our mid laner 3 heals.
that is the dumbest way to play Bard because then you can't get a kill early in lane. What's the point of that?
I don't know.
All
It
right,
works,
so
though. My mid laner never dies.
Inting support or Inting jungler? I gotta distract you before
definitely
you
Inting
kill me
support.
in this 1v1.
Ending support, like if a support's like AFK behind you, it's just so annoying because like you just can't play the game. Oh no.
Get over here. Where you going? Where you going, baby? What you doing? Oh, what? Get over here.
I never played that before.
I was going for actually on my E, but it worked.
I don't know why I put a point in E either.
I didn't mean to. It was just muscle memory. I saw a level up. I was like, oh, point it. Oh, it comes time to choose the items, and I have no idea what to do. Okay,
Yep.
I think this is good. Evil Geniuses, definitely a surprising pick there. Most people would say Cloud9, I think, just because, their history and track record of
Yeah.
Name one video game in your past that you regret not finishing.
Not finishing.
We've all had one, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah,
Don't
probably-
try and be cute here.
Probably Star Wars: The Old Republic, the online one that you can play with like other people.
Wait, Star Wars, the
Star Wars:
what?
Natural Republic.
Oh,
or-
Knights of the Old Republic. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, I flashed way too soon. Oh God. No.
Okay, winnable.
Man, that was such a good trade to start. Oh, okay. No. Ah! Oh God. Don't take it. No. I'm missing everything. I'm alive. Wait, I'm alive. I'm not alive. Okay. Fair enough. Knights of the Old Republic. Great final answer there. But one final question, Lobozz. Who's the best interviewer that you've ever had?
I don't know. Does Coco count?
I'm
kidding.
You're fired.
Definitely Kangas. Definitely Kangas.
You're out. You're out of here. Thank you so much for coming on the show, though, tonight, man. I really appreciate having you on. It's awesome getting to know you, getting to know your experience. Any final words for any of your fans out there before we wrap things up here?
I don't know. I have fans. If I do keep up with Frostfire for the rest of Scouting Grounds, I think we're going to be able to make a pretty good run. I know it's hard for us to get top 8 because we have to probably run the show in Cup and Risen, but I think it's definitely possible. And yeah, I'd say just watch out because I think they gave us the dark horse, and I think that's pretty accurate given everything that's happened. But I think we can definitely make a run for the top 2.
All right. I hope you can too, man. You know what? No, screw that. I hope that you get knocked out right away by Curb Nation. You beat me in the 1v1. On brand. At least I won the Bard matchup. I can claim that. That's my one pocket pick that no one else can beat me at. But thank you again so much, Lobozz, for coming on. I'll be seeing you on Wednesday for your match in the Cup playoffs, and good luck as well in Risen going forward. For everybody tuning in, we'll see you next week, same place, same time, new guest. This time, I promise, I will deliver and I will win. But congratulations, Lobozz. I give you the seal of approval. You're ready for LCS. If you can beat me, you can beat anybody. Thanks so much for coming on. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. Like the crazy flavors, more like the Ben and Jerry's ones. My favorite is sweaty balls. That is, I think, one of the. It tastes terrible, but anytime I see sweaty balls, I have to get it.